Hey there, it's Amadou here, just recording this quick video to document my life, document my journey. I was just kind of like, I have this intention to make videos, or at least record videos every week to document my journeys, and so that when I hit my goals 3 to 5 years from now, I can look back and be like, shit, that's what I was going through. Anyways, today is the 28th of June. I'm in beautiful Barcelona, living by myself, spending $500 off on a small room, very small room actually. If you look at it, this is like kind of like where I got my desk set up. By the way, a package just arrived. It's a book I'm going to show you in a couple minutes. I got here my stuff right here. My clothes are in here. I'm not gonna open it because I don't want to. You got my bed. I don't know if you can see that. That's my bed. That's like kind of like that. I got a mirror in there, and that's the door. And as you can see here, I got my window, and that's about it. Like, it's super small, but hey, gets me through. It's a nice neighborhood, so I only need to, like Kevin Samuel says, I only really need to sleep, shave, and shit. Sleep, shower, shave, shit at my apartment. The rest of the time, I should be spending outside, working, doing stuff, right? Anyways, what are my goals in life? Keep my job. As you may know, I have a full-time 9 to 5 job as an account manager for a big company. I'm not really making that much money. Making a little bit above minimum wage, a bit above minimum wage. It's livable, but I'm struggling. Like, I can't save that much. Last 2 months, especially since I was just starting out, have been brutal. Since I had basically zero savings, I'm really brutal. If it wasn't for my older brother, I don't know where I'd be right now. So shout out to him. Yeah, that's my guy right there. Anyways, keeping my job. That's the first one. Not losing it. I'm 22. I'm young. It's easy to make mistakes. Don't fucking lose your job, nigga, because that funds your life. It funds your, basically pays the bills, and makes it so I can actually structure my life the way I want to. A lot of people talk about like, oh, a job is kind of like stopping you from achieving your goals and dreams. Yeah, sure. If you're trying to build like a big business, you're obviously gonna need all your time. But for like, at least the way I see it, for a lot of us, if you have a regular office job and you're clocking in at 9, clocking out at 5 or 6, brother, like, you have your entire evening, Monday to Friday, and the whole weekend to do whatever you want. How are you complaining, bro? Like, your job pays your bills. I'm not saying like the job is good, or like 9 to 5 is good, but it's great, especially if you're more of an ambitious person. But it's good. You shouldn't, like, oh, I see all of these people online being like, oh, quit your 9 to 5, quit your 9 to 5, quit your 9 to 5. Yeah, quit it when you have a source of income that's actually going to sustain your living long term. But if you don't have it, like I did when I moved in here, motherfucker, keep your motherfucking job, bro. You don't need to quit right now. And if you're really ambitious, like I said, work after your job, just like I do. I go to work, I go to the office every day, even though you're supposed to go only 2 days. It's a hybrid model, but I like to go to the office every day. It keeps me sharp, keeps me focused, and most importantly, there's AC at the office. I don't got it here in the house, so yeah, that does do a lot of things. Especially in here, it's hot as hell in here. So I go to the office every day, and when at the office, if there aren't that many people in the afternoon, I'll stay at the office and make calls and work on my freelancing stuff. For example, yesterday, it was a Friday, everybody was at the office before 5. I stayed in and I made some cold calls. I made like 85 cold calls for my freelancing business, right? Which is, by the way, lead generation for B2B service providers. If you're interested, you can I'm not gonna pitch. None of y'all are gonna be businesses. What the hell am I doing here? That's my sales mic coming out. Anyways, right, so that's what I'm trying to do, and I work, and now it's a Saturday. I've been a little bit relaxing this morning. I'm gonna finish recording this video, unbox this book, show you what book this is, and then I'm gonna go to the office and I'm gonna do some more calls. I'm gonna do some more work. and I'm gonna come home and probably go to the gym, do some more work, maybe chill out a little bit. It is a Saturday, and then go to sleep. Like before 10 or 11 p.m. Before 11 p.m. for sure. Ideally at around 10, right? And wake up early tomorrow and do it again tomorrow, right? So you can build a freelancing business. You can build your business with your 9 to 5. You just need to know how to allocate your time and define your priorities. Example, before I like to go to the gym 6 days a week or at least 5 days a week. I've decided to pivot to only 3 days a week because that, in case you haven't noticed, I like going to the gym. Like, look at this, but come on, bro. Anyway, anyways, I am pivoting to 3 days a week because going to the gym almost every day takes too much of my time, and I need the time to send cold emails and make cold calls and work on my business. So that's that. Again, like I said, priorities. So that's kind of like my second goal, growing my freelance business alongside my 9 to 5. The goal is not to quit the 9 to 5. I still want to stay in the 9 to 5 for at least like a year, just to build CV, just to build identity capital and CV potential. I can put a big logo on my CV and say I worked there for a year. Is pretty decent. But the freelancing business just to kind of like build my finances up, increase my income, and have more cash flow overall, right? And of course, if I start making 10, 20, 30K per month with this, I might as well just keep with the business, quit the 9 to 5. But we're gonna see when that happens. It still hasn't happened, so no point in thinking about it. But I don't think that's an option right now. Anyways, so that, the freelancing business, and then the third is just keeping myself healthy. One thing that has really helped me is just the sun. Before, when I was in Italy, when I was in Prato, I used to like not go out as much. One, because I think I thought my parents were like more stricter. I was just scared to voice my opinions on my parents. Maybe it's like childhood trauma and stuff, and I was just scared to like ask for things, so to say. Not even ask for things, but just like kind of like, do anything that could potentially piss them off. And so I would never, every time I would go out, I would make it so it was like almost I had to go out, right? And that's a weird thing that I used to do. It's probably like, it was some dumb shit that you do when you're kind of like traumatized from childhood and you're always like scared of voicing your opinion. And that's also one of the other benefits of moving out. I can kind of like disassociate from all the quote unquote bad behavior / trauma / childhood habits, and I can just kind of do what I want, which is not like go out and drinking and partying and messing with girls. And this is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying when I say do what I want is structure my life around my goals, and not need to worry about somebody else's input on it necessarily, right? That's really good. So that, and so growing the freelance business, keeping my body and my mind in the right place. And for that reason, obviously, I'm reading great book that you should definitely read if you're into like self-improvement and business. It's this one right here. I just finished it like a week ago, like last Sunday. It's The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Don't get discouraged by the title. It may seem like your regular self-help book, but trust me, it is pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. There's a lot of concepts in there that like I really mess with, especially the most important. It will probably be like the concept of production and production capability balance, and the fact that life is about people, which may sound obvious to some of you and not to more of you. Life is about people. Making money is a social activity. Feeling successful is a social outcome. Relationships are the biggest, most important asset that you can build on in your life. That's why people say your network is your net worth. Because at the end of the day, life is about people. And once that realization hit for me, like started changing my whole approach to life. Anyways, read it, it's pretty good. And also let's unbox the book that I just arrived from Amazon. Let's do that. You know, this is the box. I'm just gonna, you know what book is this? And it's Fanatical Prospecting by Jed Blount. I still have never read it, but I've heard great things about it. And prospecting is the number one, it's probably one of the most important things when it comes to just like sales and making money. And I've heard great things about it, so I'm gonna be reading this. I'm gonna go to the office now, have a little bit of a reading session, and then work. So that's that. And I think I can cut the video out for now. Hopefully I'll be seeing you next week. You'll be seeing, at least you will be seeing me next week on a video, and I'll record it, and you have a great day. Strive for more, always, and stay consistent. You have a good day, man.